Yo, peace was good. Welcome to an installment of random things that irk me. I know it's been a minute since I did a video like this. I do apologize. I do like to take my time when I do these videos because um, these are very well thought. Like when I try to do these, I try to, these are very well thought out. So it's not very easy to do. I just gotta make sure that I don't try to repeat the same thing. Cause I've done that in the past where like I made a video like this and then I repeated some of the stuff like, and I had subscribers tell me like, oh, you already talked about that, so kind of hard to do. And then at the time I wasn't really writing down the stuff that I want to talk about. Everything was like off the dome. This time I'm starting to write stuff now, you know what I mean? So, and I did it in the past too, but like in the more recent ones that I did, I know it's been like what 5 years 6 years since I did one, but better like than never. Get a swig of water. Enough of the banter. Let's talk about what I want to talk about. Shit that's pissing me off lately. First thing I want to talk about is these fucking gas prices, man. Like, what the fuck? Seriously? These damn gas prices, man. It's between the pandemic and all that, and the stupid fucking war in Ukraine that we have nothing to do with us. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't care about that war. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm not gonna get into that. Like, I'm just gonna, but it's just like, and no disrespect to the people in Ukraine. I hope you guys stay safe out there, but we have other shit that we have to worry about in our backyard. You know what I mean? And again, Ukraine, they don't do shit for us. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those things like where America, they're so fucking greedy. I'm pretty sure that Ukraine has some type of resource that that they want, and I believe it's uranium and I believe it's gas that Ukraine have that that the United States want. And then also Putin trying to take over Ukraine and shit like that, and like Ukraine is our biggest nemesis right now and all that. So this is like, it's all bullshit, man. And with that being said, with the gas prices, everything's so fucking expensive too. With this whole with everything going up, like gas is up, everything, like fucking everything's on back order. It just really bothers me, man. It's just like we have so much reserves here that we could use in our old backyard, and I think they were talking about actually using those reserves, but I don't know. It's a lot of red tape with that bullshit. It just really pisses me off, and I'm pissed off because like the car I drive, I'm not gonna tell what kind of car I drive because got some weirdos, got some stalkers and shit. I had a stalker, but I don't know if you got some people that trying to get too much into your personal life, and I don't need that. But anyways, the car I drive, it uses 93, so it's just like one of those things, man. And then like even if you try to get rid of a car, like it's hard to get a car now to get a used car, because like they're trying to take advantage of what's going on with this whole pandemic, and they're trying to sell a used car that would be like 15,000, and they'll add $10,000 and trying to sell you more. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I get it, you trying to make a buck, but nah, you ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna piss from the sky and call that shit rain. Nah, we not doing that. We not doing that. Alright, the second thing I want to talk about, topless categories. I'm so fucking tired of seeing on social media about this whole fucking top 10, top 200. So the whole fucking controversy right now is Rolling Stone put out the top 200 hip hop albums of all time. People are up in an uproar. Guys, why do you guys still care about that shit? I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit is stupid to me. First of all, you gotta look at the people that write this fucking articles. Come on, think about it. They ain't grew up on that. They ain't grew up in the hood. Yeah, they might have grew up in hip hop, but they didn't grow up in the hood, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't get to experience. So, you know what I mean? That's just me personally, man. They didn't really experience that. They didn't grow up in the inner cities and experience hip hop like some people, like I did, or some other people did. Not to my own horn or anything like that, but it's like you got some of these cats, man, these fucking Johnny come lately ass niggas that that never listen to hip hop, but then they see that hip hop is the biggest thing, is like the biggest genre right now, and they try to capitalize, they try to colonize, they trying to capitalize and all that shit. And like, dude, like, come on, like these things, like, you should not take seriously. And it's just, it gets boring after a while. It gets so, it's just like, it's like, for example, like I did my top 20 hip hop albums of all time. I had fucking 80 something. Oh well, I would have put Eminem, and I, mind you, I put a disclaimer too. I put, yo, this is a disclaimer. I'm not gonna be talking about Infamous. I'm not gonna talk about Illmatic. I'm not gonna talk about Marshall Mathers LP and all the other albums that I mentioned that I said in the disclaimer. I did not mention them. You still had cats. Oh, why would you put that on? Oh, what? Like, because it's my fucking list. It's my fucking list. My top 20 hip hop albums of all time. Not yours. If you want to make your fucking video, make your own on your own platform. This is my platform. My top 20. But it's like people don't fucking understand that. Like, it's just like, niggas is fucking dumb and shit. I just don't get that shit. Like, let that shit go, man. Is that their list? And then Rolling Stones, it's not really hip hop based, man. It's fucking rock and roll R&B shit, rock and roll based magazine. So what is named after the fucking band Rolling Stones. What do you expect? Come on, man. Like you guys gotta get off of that. Let that shit go. That top 10 list categories, top 200, top 20. Fuck all that shit. I don't like that shit. I'm gonna be real with you. That's just stupid. Third thing I want to talk about is limited releases on certain albums. Again, I'm so fucking tired of that shit too, man. A lot of these artists, they'll put out certain albums, like re-releases on certain albums, but they only put like 300 or 250 copies, and they love to put like, oh, once it's sold out, it's sold out. It's never coming out again. No, fuck that, man. That's the problem. Like, how do you expect people, like, new fans of you to be able to pick up the album? And I know some people can say, well, this is the digital era. This is the era of streaming. But not everybody wants to do streaming. Like, I have Spotify, but I don't even use that shit. I have Pandora, I don't use that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I do have an iPod Touch that I insert my music in. You know what I mean? I listen to my music that way. I'm not one of these cats that use my phone to fucking listen to music. I just don't do that because people look at me weird, like, oh, you don't listen to music from your phone? No, I don't. I have an iPod. I'm old school. What can I say? I mean, don't get me wrong. Spotify does have its perks to where like it's convenient and things like that. It's portable, convenient, all that good. But so is this. This is convenient too. And the thing is too, I can control what I could put in the iPod. Spotify don't always have everything you want, okay? For a while, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, a lot of his stuff wasn't on streaming. You had to get his physical CDs, okay? And a lot of that stuff is out of print. But thank God, shout out to Santana Fox. Yeah, I think her name's Santana. Yeah, Santana, his daughter, fine too. Anyways, no disrespect for Pete, but rest in peace. But you know what I'm trying to say. But she fought long and hard. Her and her family fought long and hard to get his estate onto the streaming platform. So HNIC, all the albums, all the classic solo albums he put out is on streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? But before that, it wasn't on there. You had to get his physical CDs. And I'm lucky to have the Hegelian Dialect album because that is long out of print. I found that. I got lucky with that. I still need to get his Albert Einstein, but that shit's hard to find. His out of print is expensive too. But and then another thing too, like you got cats like I love DJ Muggs. Shout out to DJ Muggs, but then he's putting out his CDs for like $30 a CD, and then like the digipack. And it's like, what the fuck? He's not the only one that does that. Like Rock Marciano does that. A couple other people do that shit, and it's just like, yo, it makes me not want to buy your CDs. I'm not paying $30 for a new CD. You know what I mean? Like, but to be a hypocrite, I have done that with old school CDs, but that's because I know what the album is like, and it's either because I'm a fan of the artist, and also that I've heard the album already. I just want a physical copy, and that's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? This whole limited shit, again, I get it. I get the need, like, it's gonna be a collector's item and all that shit, but that shit's so whack because at the end of the day, the people that, that never heard of you, that like your music, that want to actually get the physical, You can't get it because it's limited edition. Another point too, Godfather Don, he recently re-released his Hazardous album, his 1991 album on, I think, 90 Tapes, is a record label based out of Europe. I think it's from Germany. I had re-released that album, and I wanted to get the digital, not I wanted the jewel case version. That shit went out quick. That sold out mad quick. We got all these fucking resellers buying like 2-3 copies of that shit. That's another thing too. They should limit. They should limit. They should have like an IP sniffer, and where like you only get one copy per customer. That's the only way you'll stop this whole thing. Because, and I get it, they're trying to make money, but it's just like, come on, man, like it's not fair for people like me that actually want to get the album, man. And then like I'm stuck with the digipack, which I refuse to get. I don't like digipacks because digipacks, like, if you guys know about digipacks, first and foremost, you can't get the fucking booklet. I'm the type of dude, like, I like the jewel case. I like this, the jewel case. I like to take out the CD like this, okay, without fucking this stupid digipack that has a fucking what's that shit, like the plastic, the plastic see-through. And then you gotta be careful because a lot of the digipacks, if you're not careful, the fucking glue that was glued on it, it'll come out, and then it's like it's fucking crazy, and then it fucks up your CD. I want to be able to take out the booklet like this. I want to actually read the credits. I want to do this. I want to actually look at the dope pictures. I want to see this. I want to see, okay, who was a snitch on this shit. That blocked his thing. What was it? Yeah, Trader. That's a Trader. I like to see who that is. I want to see shit like this: the thank yous, the credits, the album credits, the production, the producers, the samples that was used. You can't get that with Digipack. You can't. You know what I mean? So that's the shit I don't like, man. The whole limited edition bullshit. And I get it with the Digipacks. Like, I guess it's more economically. Economically makes more sense. It's more cheaper and that kind of thing. But fuck that. I'm a jewel case kind of guy. So. Yeah, that's my rant on limited releases. I fucking hate that. Fourth thing, I already talked about the pandemic. Like, it's like everything was on back order, to the point like a lot of stuff is on back order, from food to medicine to parts, and fuck this pandemic. This is all bullshit. And then they want to use the excuses, everything for the pandemic. Oh, we can't because we gotta use the pandemic. And then they want to try to force you to take the job. I refuse to say that the V word or the C word. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want my video to be flagged. But it's like they're trying to force people to do that, and it's like that's fucked up. And it's like even with certain jobs, like which I just recently got a new job. I work in a hospital, but in order for me to get the job, I had to get, and I didn't want that. I really didn't want it. But it's like one of those things to where it's an opportunity that you're never gonna get, and that's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, I guess, you know what I mean? But yeah, but it's not something that that comes every day. So I guess I had to get it, and it seems like the way it is, I don't know. It seems like eventually everybody's gonna have to get that. So I don't. Yeah, it really pisses me off. People just use that as an excuse for everything. So that shit pisses me off. Another thing that's pissing me off. Fifth thing, this fucking cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Dogecoin, the NFT bullshit. It's like, guys, come on, guys. Like, it's too fucking much. Like, when you have rappers trying to do that shit, it's just like, guys, no offense to my rappers, man, but some of you guys are not the best business people in the world. Like, I would never take advice from you, business-wise, because at the end of the day, none of you guys are small fishes in the sea. You guys are not as rich as you guys think. Yeah, you got money, but you guys are not Jeff Bezos. You guys are not Warren Buffett. You guys are not Bill Gates. Not even Jay-Z's like that. Not even Puffy or Nas or anything. Even though Nas is the first hip-hop billionaire, or Dr. Dre is, whatever the case. I don't really give a fuck. But it's just like, all that shit is bullshit. Like, the NFTs and all that shit. You know what? NFM, not for me. That's NFM. NFM, not for me. Fuck that NFT bullshit. And on top of that, apparently, Ice Cube, E40, Snoop Dogg, I think Crooked Eye. They're in a group called the Westmore. It's a play on from Mount Rushmore, but Westmore, and they just dropped an album, but they drop it as an NFT, which sucks because it's like the whole metaverse shit. Like, it's too much, guys. Like, come on. There's like, guys, like, that's a problem with black people. Like, what I have a problem with black people is that we always have to succumb to entertainment. People could call us niggas and all this shit, call us all this kind of name. You entertain us, we'll forgive you. And it's just like it's like the same thing, or money. It just pisses me off, man. Which goes on to my next fucking point. This whole black excellence bullshit that I keep hearing from people. Oh, the black excellence, black excellence. Everybody keep hearing this shit from, you know, Jay-Z and Meek Mill and all these fucking bozos that Puff Diddy or what the fuck you call that nigga, like you call these people. And it's just like, when people think of, in my opinion, what I think that people think of black excellence is that black excellence is, you know, pretty much what Jay-Z is. He's wealthy, you know, he got a beautiful wife, he got all the riches. You know, people trying to be black socialites, you know, and it's like, if you're nothing like that, you're not excellent. And it's just kind of show how shallow we have become as people, and it really pisses me off, it bothers me. So you mean to tell me, you growing up, you watching this video right now, so you mean to tell me that your mom and dad didn't bust their ass, so you make sure that you go to the best schools, or you got that toy from Christmas that you wanted, or that Super Nintendo, or the PlayStation, or the Xbox, and, you know, make sure that, you know, you didn't go hungry towards it, and then make sure you ate, but maybe your parents, or whoever, it doesn't have to be your parent, it could be your brother, or any type of guardian, like your mom, your aunt, your neighbor, whoever the case may be. So you mean to tell me that person that didn't raise you to be the person you are today, and, you know, you went to, you know, school, you got a good career, so you mean to tell me that's not black excellence? So it has to succumb to entertainment and rich people? Like, get the fuck out of here. If that's black excellence, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want that. Because it just shows people, you know, that want to live this fucking, you know, false narrative of, you know, if you work at a hospital, you work at rehab, you work something that gives back to people, that helps people, you look down upon. It's like, that shit is some sickening shit to me, man. It's like, I don't know parts of that. And I hate to tell you guys, some of you guys are never going to be rich. I'm probably never going to be rich. You know, I don't want to put that out there, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Some people are not built to be rich. Some people are not built to have a lot of money. You know, some people are not built to have their own business. That's another thing too. Oh, you gotta get your own business. You gotta get your own business. Yeah, you gotta have money. But the way things are now, you can't have money because everything is going to gas. Everything's going to fucking to groceries, and it's like you can't even enjoy money. It doesn't even matter if you're making six figures. You can't even enjoy money right now. Everything's so fucking expensive. So how does black excellence help me in that situation? Please tell me. And on top of that, all these niggas that look up to these guys like Meek Mill and Jay-Z and all these cats, again, they don't tell you how to make the money. They're not gonna tell you how they make their money. They just say, yo, go get that money. Okay, how does that help me? How does that help me get that money? How am I get that money? You're not telling me how to get the money. You're not telling me, okay, I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna, by any means necessary. That's what you're telling me. By any means necessary, make that money. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you gotta get an LLC. Oh, you gotta make your own. You gotta get your own." But man, fuck that LLC shit. Do you not know that you have to pay taxes for LLC? If you don't pay them taxes, you die. And then all these niggas with these PPE loans and the stupid idiot that got arrested because he bought a Ferrari or Lamborghini with the PPE loans and he's doing like football numbers now. And it's like, but you listen to these bozos, man. It's like, yo, just, I don't know, man. Like, some of y'all just delusional with that bullshit, man. Fuck that black excellence shit. That shit is non-existent, man. There's no such thing. Just, you know, keep doing you. Make sure you do something that's happy. And you got a job, not even a job, but something that makes you money, that you enjoy doing, it makes you money. It doesn't feel like work. That to me is black excellence, man. For real. Not you trying to follow your fellow socialite on social media that don't give a flying fuck about you, first and foremost. Because that person is not gonna give a fuck if you die tomorrow. He or she is not gonna give money to your, send you funds to GoFundMe for the funerals. Because you know, God forbid, funerals are at least $10,000. So, so what that motherfucker that you follow, yeah, he or she don't give a fuck about you. He wants you to follow because he knows he can boost that person's head up, knowing that you have no fucking say, you have no brain. You're not a free think like this stupid nigga Kanye keeps saying, oh, he's a free thinker, blah blah. Shut the fuck up, man. Don't hear me sorry on that nigga. No, then too, yes man. Yes man to me are the most dangerous people in the world, man. Cause yes man, it's like I don't do well with yes men. Because yes man, they will get you killed. They will fucking, they agree everything you do. Yes. Yeah, I got you. Just to get ahead. It's like, nah, man. Like, have a mind of your own, man. Free your mind, man. Like, it's okay to have disagreements and have different point of views. We have too many yes men. Goes back to the whole black excellence shit. So I fall that with that too. And number 8, telling people to go to school. Again, school's not for everybody, man. Not everybody's built to go to school. Not everybody's built to have a certain career. You know what I mean? School's not always guaranteed for you to have a job. Prime example, like I went to school for computer networking. And I didn't do shit with that. You know what I mean? I ended up going to a different field. But now I got loans out the ass now that I gotta pay off. And you got your boy Biden saying that he's gonna forgive all the student loans. Haven't seen that happen yet. The only thing he's doing is pushing back the loans. But then all that interest is grabbing up. So actually you have to more and more to your loan. So it's just like the false narrative, man. I mean, there's no shots to anybody that go to school, because I went to school. I think going to school is a good thing. Teaches you certain things, but if you don't know what you're doing, school's kind of a waste of time. And I know people personally that didn't go to school and make it 6 figures. So what did I tell you? Like I'm going to school. I'm gonna be a CNA at a hospital, that kind of thing. And the instructor that I had, he told me that even if you're a nurse, if you become a nurse, you get a bachelor's, or a master's, whatever you're a nurse or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter what degree you have, you get still paid the same. And it's just like, what's the point of going to school then? Like, my thing is, like, if you have the experience, based on your experience, you should make more money based on your experience. That's just my personal opinion, but they don't do that. And that's the shit that pisses me off. So that's what I'm saying, because I know people personally that have their own business, but again, some people are not built to have it. Some people that are built to have their own business, so kudos to them. Some people that are hustlers, things like that, can know how to make money. Kudos to them. Some people are not built like that. Some people have to succumb to going to school. Some people have to succumb to learn a trade or things like that. But my thing is, like, let people be. Let people learn how to grow. But you can suggest things, but don't try to. You gotta let people find their way. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I think that kind of gives you guys an idea of what I wanted to talk about. Random things that irk me. I know it's been a minute, so yeah, that's it. Whew, I had to get that out of my chest. Y'all be easy. Peace.